goodness. So I pull up at this job and I see this water leaking. Now they said they had no hot water, and this is the only boiler they have that's giving them hot water, and it's leaking. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's just leaking. So I started taking the boiler apart, and I seen water coming out these holes, and I'm like, water coming out these holes? Are you kidding me? So then I'm like, oh man, look at this, it's flooded, there's water all inside the chamber. This can't be good. How can the boiler run with all this water inside the chamber? So I said, let me take off this plate all the way and finally see what's going on. Because if this chamber has water filled all in the top of it, maybe the coil's leaking. And if the coil's leaking, there's not much I can do. So I started zipping all these parts and screws out, trying to remove the cover to finally see what's going on inside. I got a little stuck right there because, I only got one hand right now. So I got one more screw that's all the way at the end. Zip. I took that one off. Okay, gotta be careful because, electric drill and water doesn't mix too well. So then I take the cover off and boom, I see that there's not much water coming back out, and if you see, the real water is coming from the side. So I'm like, man, I gotta get in there and access that little side part to actually see where the water's coming from, because maybe it's filling up that little part right there and then flooding this whole thing. So I took the panel off it. Come to find out, look, it's leaking right from the manifold. Now it could be the connection to the manifold, or it could be a gasket. So I took it all apart right now, and I wanted to see if the jets and all that were wet, because I did look inside and I kind of saw water inside when I took off the hot surface igniter, and I went to look inside. I'm like, man, it kind of looked like a puddle inside. If there's a puddle inside, I gotta remove that water because it's gonna be difficult firing, and if I don't remove that water, then we're gonna have to let it dry out, and they're not gonna have no hot water for the rest of the night. So I started unzipping all those screws, and there was a lot of screws, and finally got the plate out, and then I started unzipping to get one of the jets out. Boom, I pulled the jet out, and look, water inside of it, and you can see the puddle inside up there. So what to do now? Well, I'm gonna have to put rags inside of it and try to soak out that water. It's gonna take us a while. But what about that leak that was causing all this? We gotta get back to that. Oh man, there's a lot of water in there. So there goes that leak that I was talking about. So we got to figure out how to stop this leak. I removed the manifold, and look, all it is gaskets. And these gaskets, got to put the gaskets